Hello fans of all ages, Ryan Warwick back here with you. So if you are watching this on YouTube, you will see that I have converted to a Minnesota Twins fan. Alright, I'm just kidding, but the New York Yankees are seriously struggling and I am now officially at the point where I am a little bit worried. Now I've been trying to get a lot of people to jump off the ledge. It's only April, there's 147 games left, but what's really troublesome about this team is that outside of Gerrit Cole, and I'm a fan of Jordan Montgomery and I think he has done an alright job, but outside of those two guys, they struggle, especially in the rotation. We've all seen what this offense has done, or not done, I should say. They have not hit the ball. This team lives and dies by the home run, and they have not been hitting home runs. They got 11 hits throughout this entire series against Tampa Bay. It's amazing what the Yankees become when they face the Rays. It's like the Rays become the 1927 Yankees, and then the Yankees become like the Pirates. Something about Tampa just scares them, and something about the Yankees motivates the Rays. And this defense and this base running, I mean, my 14U baseball team can run better. That's a bit of a stretch, actually. But nonetheless, it's not looking good for this Yankees team. Now, one thing I'm not worried about is the offense, and I know that's going to surprise a lot of people because Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Hicks and Gleyber Torres and Clint Frazier, they're all batting below 200. And Aaron Hicks has to get out of the three-hole. We'll get that out of the way right now. But over the last 4 years, where the Yankees have pretty much had the same offense, and all that they have added within the last 3 years are Giancarlo Stanton and DJ LeMahieu, DJ LeMahieu is one of the best hitters in all of baseball, if not the best hitter in all of baseball. And Giancarlo Stanton is probably the best slugger in the league. Giancarlo Stanton has the highest slugger percentage since he came into the pros. But over the course of 162 games, this team has consistently ranked top 4 in runs scored throughout the entire regular season. So the offense, I'm not worried about right now. Now, it's concerning, absolutely, and we can have a whole discussion about home run or strikeout, and I think that's a little bit of a myth because, believe it or not, there are about 20 teams right now who have struck out more than the Yankees this year. But on the flip side, with runners in scoring position, they do need to get out of that home run or strikeout mentality. It's not the amount of times they strike out, it's when they strike out. That's the difference. But it is a glaring issue right now. This team has to snap out of it. And with the Yankees, you really can't pinpoint to one person and say that guy is the reason why the Yankees are struggling. It's the entire offense. DJ LeMahieu is not even batting 300 right now. Aaron Judge is 4 for his last 24. Gary Sanchez has actually been somewhat of a surprise, but everyone in this lineup from 1 through 9 is struggling. Now, I think they will break out of it because, again, they have shown in the last 4 years that they will break out of it. They have had bad slumps, and I think that this panic throughout Yankee Nation is just your typical April overreaction because we've seen these Yankees struggle in the middle of June, in the middle of July, and no one really bats an eye. Well, people just see that they are 5 games under 500 to start the season, and I was in a panic mode. And again, I am worried, but not about this offense. This offense has too good of a reputation in every single batter. Aaron Judge can win an MVP when he's healthy. Giancarlo Stanton has won an MVP when he's healthy. Clint Frazier had his coming out party last year. Gleyber Torres, now I think he should move to second base, but that's a whole other issue. He's struggling, but I think he will snap out of it. He eventually snapped out of it last year as well. This offense has way too good of a track record to be worried right now. Again, with runners in scoring position, they need to fix their approach at the plate. But overall, I'm not worried. What I am worried about, like I said, is this defense, this base running, and the starting rotation outside of Gerrit Cole. The Yankees finally had a chance to salvage every bad game that they have had throughout this season. And what does Gerrit Cole do? 6 1/3 innings, 3 runs, was hurt by his defense, shocker, and then the Yankees only put up 2 runs. Now, if you struggle against Tyler Glasnow and Ron Yarbrough, guys who are very good pitchers, especially against the Yankees for whatever reason, fine. When Michael Wacha becomes Nolan Ryan against you, that's when you gotta be a little bit concerned. But again, looking at this rotation, and I hope I'm wrong, I think the Yankees' biggest regret is going to be getting rid of Masahiro Tanaka, letting him walk, and then taking on Jameson Taillon and Corey Kluber. The Yankees basically said, screw it, we're going to outslug everybody. We don't really need great starting pitching. And I think that's an issue. Now, it's early for Corey Kluber and Jameson Taillon. I don't think the book is written on them just yet for this season. But if their struggles continue, that's going to be a big problem. Now, luckily for the Yankees, they are going to snap out of this offensive funk. And if Corey Kluber and Jameson Taillon do only go 4 innings where they allow 4 or 5 runs in a game, the Yankees will have games where they just outslug you and score 12 to 13 runs. It's going to happen. But over the course of an entire season, and then eventually, hopefully October, if Corey Kluber and Jameson Taillon are only giving you 4 innings, this bullpen is going to be worn out. And this is a very good bullpen. But we've seen that the bullpen gets worn out in October. We've seen it 4 years in a row now. So this starting pitching has to be better. You look at guys who are available like Taijuan Walker and Joe Musgrove. Musgrove just threw a no-hitter, and Taijuan Walker has been very good for the Mets. Yankees get Corey Kluber and Jameson Taillon. Taillon did not throw last year. Corey Kluber pitched 1 inning last year, and they expected these guys to go back to their old forms? I don't want to toot my own horn here and say I told you so, but I told you so. I think letting go of Masahiro Tanaka was a big mistake. Tanaka is a proven arm, and if he didn't get hurt in 2020 last year, everyone says torn UCL in the elbow, partially torn, he should have gotten Tommy John surgery. Well, he didn't get surgery. He turned out to be, ironically, the healthiest Yankee pitcher that they had, and in 2020 with the starts and stops, his only injury was a line drive in summer camp off the bat of Stanton, and it was statistically his best season. Take it for what you will in 60 games, and he did struggle in the postseason, but again, the Tampa Bay Rays were very good. I don't think the rain helped him out in Cleveland. That's going to be a big mistake that the Yankees made, I think. And obviously, I hope that Kluber and Taillon can turn it around. But even we saw with Domingo Germán, he's now down at the alternate site. Again, I like Jordan Montgomery. I think he has done a pretty good job this year. But then you take a look at Luis Severino, and who knows what he's going to be when he comes back from Tommy John surgery. Yeah, they get depth, but if you have depth and no one is good, that's a problem. Good news for the Yankees is that Michael King has looked very good. Hasn't allowed a run in 9 innings. And I think the Yankees should seriously start considering looking at him to be a starter. Because if Kluber, Taillon, and Germán, who, like I said, down at the alternate site, if they all struggle, Michael King might be their second or third best pitcher. And if Luis Severino can't get the job done, you're going to have no choice but to throw Michael King out there. Same thing goes for David Garcia. It's about time they start to give him a legitimate look. And this defense, you can snap out of an offensive funk. I don't think you can snap out of a defensive funk. And the defense has been an issue for this team for a while now. Aaron Hicks bobbled a couple of balls. Clint Frazier airmailed a throw. And I like Clint Frazier defensively. He was a Gold Glove finalist. He didn't do that on accident. But I do worry about his ability to make the routine play. I think when he's camped under a fly ball, he gets nervous. He can lay the body out and make some insane catches. We've seen that, but I think that's how he got his Gold Glove. Routine plays are an issue for him. We've seen it. You can't snap out of something defensively. Offensively, yes, you can. But defensively, Gleyber Torres has continued his struggles. Aaron Hicks, who I like defensively, I think he'll snap out of it. But again, worrisome, especially for a center fielder. Clint Frazier, you do worry about. Even though that he has improved, you still worry about him. I can handle the offense going in some slumps here and there, but I can't handle Little League baseball. I can't handle not being able to make the simple play, being clueless on the base paths, not knowing where to throw the ball. That's stuff that they teach you in T-ball. The Yankees, offensively, they will snap out of it. But on the base paths and defensively and pitching, they're going to snap out of it offensively. But if those other 3 aspects of this game do not turn around quickly for the Yankees, they are going to be in trouble no matter how many home runs they hit. I'm not panicking about the Yankees just yet. I can't tell you when I will start panicking. It's just a feeling that you get. But I'll tell you what, after this sweep against Tampa Bay, the meter is starting. I'm not at a 10. I don't even think I'm at a 5. I'm probably at like a 1 or a 2 right now, to be completely honest with you. But in the same breath, they need to turn it around. And they have the Baltimore Orioles, they have the Detroit Tigers coming up. If you don't figure it out by then maybe I'll make another video with my panic meter at a 10. That's going to do it for me. Appreciate you all watching. It is not goodbye. It is see you later. So long and take care, everybody.